Hello, 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 and welcome back after lunch. We have rebooted the streaming computer and the streaming internet, and hopefully we'll have a non-problematic thing. Gisli is still around, so no further
Yep.
introductions of him. But we are also joined by Ed. Welcome.
Hello, gang. How are you guys?
It's
We're
been
fine.
uh, it's been a fun first two games.
Yep.
Now we are at the sharp end of the field. Both players
Mhm.
here are 2-0. It is FO and FO.
Ooh,
Yep.
nice.
So,
So
Gisli, do you want to take us through Luke's list?
yes, I'll do that. He's flying FO, First Order, flying two CNR Jameis test pilots with the proximity mines. He also has Kylo Ren with extreme maneuvers and sensor scrambler, and Captain Phasma with a special forces gunner.
Yeah, that's a interesting list.
It
So,
is. It
All
is.
right.
how about
So,
Connor
and
Home?
on the opposite end, we have Connor Holmes, also running First Order. He has Lieutenant Tavison with Sensor Buoy Suite, and accompanying him is three First Order cadets at 44 points, feedback, ping, advanced proton torpedoes, and proximity mines. Ew.
Ew, ew, ew. So we have five sets of prox mines on the five bombers.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna go boom.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
And we have no initiative overlap over here as Connor had chosen the eye freeze in order to get the talent slot for feedback ping.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
This.
Disgusting.
disgusting. And you can see that Luke put down his I2s first, and Connor just responded by putting all his I freeze just straight across from him. It's like, I'll joust those two
Uh,
bombers. We have
yeah,
time.
exactly.
Come at me, bruh.
Yeah.
And please shoot Tarzan while you're at it,
And
right?
Sky Paladin in the chat is actually commenting that the fact that Luke has first player actually does mean
Yeah.
something because he
Yep.
boosts first,
Yep.
so he can boost out of being prox mined with those two up there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh,
They're
I
pinging.
guess this is my cue for starting time.
I'll do it.
Time is running. Yeah, we are synced ish. Um, and if I zoom in a little bit here, then people can see we're not. It's great. Let's see if we can find a good angle. There we go. Yeah, so Luke's bombers just opted out of that.
Yeah,
Now we're leaving.
Yeah. Wonder why.
that's not for us.
Yep.
But only precarious. One forward, two forward. No, one forward for the FO.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep. Kylo, fly forward
Yeah.
to the
Boost.
flank.
yeah.
Just
You
trying
will
to get
also
there as
notice
quickly as possible.
those sensor buoys that
Mm-hmm.
Tafson was carrying are deployed in there in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which is the perfect spot for him. They can basically almost clear the whole table like that.
Yeah, pretty much. But while Kylo is cloaked, they don't work because you can't lock him.
Yep.
Yep.
How many rounds is that? 3 rounds?
That is until
Uh,
he ends.
yeah, ends in range 0 to 3
Yeah, if
of
he's
issue.
range certified free or he voluntarily decloak.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So it's a one-time cloak basically. you really want to use when you're approaching.
Yeah. Okay, stream. Who do you think's gonna win? Um, and don't say first order. So, Luke or Connor, what do you think? Oh, don't say A-wing either. Yeah, and there came the first order comment, obligatory. A-wings win.
These
Well,
bombers are really fast with system phase boost.
Yeah.
well, Luke kind of has the equivalent of FO A-wing, right? With Phasma ish.
Oh no, Nobby, don't die. Kylo's like a fat A-wing. Yeah, that's true. Oh, and they're just running. Look at them run. Oh, which reminds me, I should start doing colors, shouldn't I? Ah,
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
probably. I mean,
I mean it's on Connor's end. It's red, blue, green.
Ooh, went on a rock there and grabs a hit.
you know what? You are much more helpful than the guy I usually have streamed with.
Yeah, I know. And on Luke's end,
Ah,
it's
That's because the other guy is also colorblind.
ah,
and you can also put pink on Tavison.
yeah. I can't be bothered with that. What's on the other end?
It is red, yellow.
It's a little annoying that the colors are even reused, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. I think we got something now.
Mhm.
I mean, Tafson, he can be the pink of my heart.
Alrighty then.
Okay, so we see some target log action here.
Mm-hmm.
He did he just nip it? Oh, it's so close though.
Yeah.
But he didn't take any damage, right? Oh, he did.
He did.
Blue took one.
Mm-hmm. So first blood.
Yeah, and they're playing. I mean,
Quick.
they're here to play.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
There's no slow dial setting or slow execution of movements. Clearly, players who've had a lot of experience on TDS.
Yeah, I've actually played Connor Holmes once, and he's wicked quick. He's so sharp. I mean, I think he's in the army, so he's he's like the poster boy for efficiency.
Yeah. Okay, so you see Kylo taking a lock, and he might want to link that into a barrel roll, because otherwise
Yeah.
he'll be forced to decloak at the end of the round.
Yep.
But he is not. Okay,
Oh,
here we go.
That's a couple. Oh, only taking one. Okay. Oh, that focus token is gone.
yeah, but there's no other shot on him.
Does blue have a shot? Oh, blue's on a
Blue,
rock.
blue's on a rock.
Yeah, he's on rock. Okay, so it's fine.
So Kylo will need to decloak, probably forward.
Yep.
No,
He's
He
no
no.
did
way
dodge that.
keeping his distance.
He's
Yeah,
he's he's playing a whisper.
yeah,
Hey, who's whisper now?
and
Easily, not everything is about you.
I'm not whisper.
You played enough.
oh, he only plays with whisper. Okay, and that's where the PG-13 rating went away again. So, do you think Luke's bombers are they just gonna keep running?
Nah, they're gonna have to turn in now. They're already, unless, maybe. I mean, they are the twos, so they can get the blocks off.
Mhm. So with a yellow one, just pre-maneuver bank left, who's left, and then hard turn in, try to block them.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's just, I mean, if you miss your block, you're gonna
Oh
get an
yeah,
advanced proton torpedo in the face.
yeah,
that's
absolutely.
right. That's right.
Uh,
Maybe you want to be
and I mean,
conservative.
even if you chain block all of them, you're still gonna because you're gonna end up moving into the sensor buoy range,
Hmm.
Mm.
which gives everybody a lock from feedback ping. And
Hmm.
uh,
True.
I mean, he needs to trade. He needs to get 6 ships off the board, so it'll be Kylo versus Tavison, right? And then he wins.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I
um,
mean, he needs to think about trades here,
Hmm.
and at the moment he's facing the wrong way.
and I think he needs to get Kylo away from Phasma because you don't want your Kylo to be damaged because somebody's shooting at
Yeah,
Phasma.
yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
What's the range on Fastmat? Range 2?
Yeah, I think so. No, range 0 to 1.
Yep.
Okay, it's not a big problem.
Oh, okay. Both of them banking in,
Yep.
and so is Connor. He's banking towards Phasma.
Yeah, or Kylo.
Hmm.
I assume Kylo can, get out of the arcs.
Or
Okay.
oh, he banks. Okay.
Blue
Yeah.
and green are gonna have a field day.
Barrel roll to the left.
Think so.
Uh, yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Hmm.
There you go. How does these?
Oh, and if he blocks him, he can boost and drop a bomb
That's
next turn.
right. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
So do we
wow.
think that Luke's yellow is range 1 of that sensor buoy on the rock?
Uh, maybe.
Well, I mean, green already has the lock.
Yes, I think so. Do these bomber have a linked target lock to boost?
Um, they
They have
have
a
barrel
barrel roll
barrel
to target.
barrel to lock and reload to evade.
Mhm.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Ooh, wow, that fits.
Super fits.
yeah.
Ooh, that's range 1. That's a target lock.
Hmm.
Ouch. And he's got the initiative over him.
And Thompson
Tefson
gets the
taking
hit.
a strain. No. Yes,
Oh
taking
yeah,
a strain.
it was a gas cloud.
Yeah. So
Ooh, Phasma kind of out of it.
Yeah.
yeah, grabbing a log for later.
Yep.
Okay, let's see what's in the box for Kylo. I mean, you probably don't want to boost, right? You don't need to get closer
Mm,
to the prox mines.
No.
yeah, you want to keep some space.
So lock.
Mhm. No, he has a lock, so
Oh
to
yeah.
focus.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Better placement for next round is good.
Hmm.
And here we go. Start of engagement. So this is where the sensor buoys also go off. But yeah, I guess nobody wants a lock on yellow. Well, Torsen could have gotten a free lock on yellow.
Hmm. 3 hits for Kylo. 2 going through.
So that is onto
Red.
red.
Yes.
So that's the first one. So shields down on red.
Yeah, Connor's red.
Mhm.
And
So advanced protons.
Ooh,
Oh,
gets 4 right out of the bat.
and they
And okay,
focus
hit crit crit. Double
double evades.
evades.
double evade. So shields. That
Shields
could have
down
been
on.
worse.
Yep,
Okay,
I
so
think
if you're red on either side, you don't have shields now.
Hmm.
the other pocket going.
The other pocket.
Oh,
Oh,
wow. Only one.
oh,
Two
two crit.
crits.
Two
That's not good
crits.
enough.
One of them at least going through.
Uh,
Yes.
he spends the focus. Only one crit.
Oh,
What's in the
so
box? Fuel leak.
Have points.
yeah,
If,
but
if you were Connor, you would be expecting something more than a half points on a ship, right?
yeah, and
So
yeah.
Although those shots are only single modded.
that was the
Look,
advanced protons from blue and yellow, blue
blue
and
and
red,
red,
red.
blue and
Yeah,
red.
Blue
Yeah.
and
yeah.
red.
So two corpse gone. That's huge.
Here's the big gun from Tufson.
Two.
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 Going
And,
through.
Going through, putting him down to one hull.
and the direct hit
A direct. He
Why?
kills him.
Why was it direct?
No.
because he had hull breach.
All breach on. There you go.
Oh, I read it as fuel leak. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye, sir.
Well,
Okay.
he did kill him though.
He did kill him, but
So it took more than he probably hoped for.
Yeah. That hull breach was clutch.
Yeah, it was. So Phasma, where's Phasma going?
uh,
To Heart?
I mean, if you do,
No.
you're sort of betting on them not just dropping a sort of.
No, I think too hard is fine.
No, they can boost and then drop.
Yeah, but I think they
Yeah,
really
but
want to drop straight on people.
Hmm.
But I mean, blue is probably dropping, right?
Oh yeah.
yeah, blue catches yellow easy. And you drop with red if you want to just kind of take a chance.
Well, yellow can boost before he drops. So
Yeah, in what way? He doesn't get anyone with a boost drop, does he? Oh,
no, I'm just thinking
Yeah,
out of the other way.
I don't know. I mean, if he boosts straight,
He's
maybe catches blue,
then he might actually catch blue, yeah.
but yeah, I might nip it. Okay.
I mean, if you
And in any case, blue can't boost because he's stressed, right?
oh yeah,
yeah,
of course.
I'm thinking Tapson will too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he drops it right over there.
Oh,
Okay. So that's meant for green, probably. Then boost. Let's see if Connor has some proxies.
oh, he's gonna.
We have one there. I mean, blue should drop now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Unless Connor's saving it for something like. No, he's not. Oink. There you
Yeah.
go.
Doink doink.
Oh,
One and
nothing.
nothing.
Yeah.
One damage on yellow,
Yeah.
and then He is guarding his back with red
Yep.
and boosting.
Yep. All right, that makes the wrap around that gas cloud a little faster. Makes sense. And that is safe from the rock.
Yeah,
Nice gauge.
very.
And feedback ping target locks.
Mhm.
And he himself takes a target lock on Tafson.
Mhm.
That's for next round, probably, because Tavison will probably not be there.
No.
But I guess it makes sense to
And
wrap that bomber around, because if he gets behind Tavison,
So he reloaded the
the
prox mine?
all the torpedoes.
Oh, or the torpedoes, yeah.
But please tell me which one.
On
Right.
red. Oh,
wait,
red and blue, I think.
the
Yeah, both of the torpedoes are back.
Both of the
Red and blue.
torpedoes are back.
Yeah.
yep, red and blue torpedoes.
Yeah, and the expected move out of Tafson here.
Yep. Ooh,
Oh,
Sagnor's loop with Phasma.
Fastmac getting ready to shoot.
Yep.
And Kylo. He is actually at a good spot.
Yep. Only shot incoming to him is the from the green bomber through the cloud.
And Thompson, of course, but
All right. Yep. And Tavson.
But you could
do you
boost.
wanna no, you could barrel to the left. I mean, the red one isn't shooting.
That's right.
No, you just want to be in a situation where you're not going to be prox mine bumped next.
Right.
Okay, he's moving all the locks to Kylo because the prox mine is range one of him.
Oh yeah, that's yeah,
That's
true.
the feedback ping.
Yep.
Take the lock. Do you do the repass? Do you just stay? I mean, you're not in a bad spot. Just barely range one.
Mhm. Onto the red one.
Onto the red
Oh,
one.
Okay.
Reload
reload.
the
Reload one.
lock.
Yep.
Spend a
Force.
force.
Force. So 3 hits and a crit. And big
That's
ball of
everything.
nothing. That's a dead
That's a
bomber.
dead red. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
That took a turn.
That even things out a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah. That puts Luke ahead by like 8 points or something, 7 points.
Lucas ahead by 7, yeah. Because they are a bit fatter, the bombers over on Connor's side.
Mm.
But great news.
Wow.
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 That's 5.
It's 5 into Kylo.
No, into the
No,
bomber
into the bomber.
from Thompson.
Oh, through the
Wait, is
rock.
he dead? He's
Fuelik.
dead.
Yeah. Oh wow.
He just got murderized.
Yeah, by Thompson. Wow.
Wow. Okay, this
Wow.
is bloody match.
But Kylo is still alive, untouched. So
Yeah, you kind of favor Luke if like everything dies, right?
sure.
Did I remove the wrong?
Well, to be fair, there's one good thing about this, Jan. Both of the
Yeah.
red ones are gone. So
Yeah, so now we don't need to be confused about which bombers are which.
yeah,
So now it's Kylo and Phasma against the world.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sky Paladin on Twitch. He like support ship. Yeah, Thompson is a support ship. 5 hits.
Okay, but I mean, the other good thing is that we know which way Tafson is going to go.
True.
Uh,
He's gonna too hard
Hmm.
to
He
the.
or
has.
he's gonna stop and catch Phasma.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think Phasma is. Well, Phasma is probably. Yeah, one forward. That's
But
blue, right?
what do you do with Kylo here that doesn't get blocked?
Mm,
Locked or bombed.
Yeah, because you really have to think about not getting bombed next turn.
hmm.
Yeah.
So you
I
don't want
mean,
to
I
end
was,
up right behind somebody,
Nope.
yeah.
or beside somebody, or just in front of somebody. There's not a whole lot of places to be, really.
You just kind of take the shelter from the rock and go too forward and hope he doesn't anticipate that.
What about Hapston just going over the proximate self?
Oh, you could actually absolutely do that. Just three bank.
Mhm.
Hello.
Oh yeah, yeah. Perhaps even like just one or two bank.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, that's a
Uh,
rock.
touching the cloud,
Strange.
strained.
I think Kylo needs just to five straight.
Boom! There we go.
Yeah,
There you go.
choosing violence.
I had some strain to clear. Needed a blue move.
Oh, gets two actions.
Gets to back. Hello there. I would like to trade these two shields for two actions. How
Yeah.
about that? And
And and a coordinate to boot for his normal action.
Yeah.
oh yeah. So we're locking
Yeah,
Kylo. We're taking a focus.
that's happening.
And
And
he has one more action.
one more action.
That's
Uh,
Just grab a focus on one of them.
yeah.
yeah, that or jam Kylo. I don't hate.
I don't think Kylo is going to be anywhere. Oh, anywhere near.
Ooh,
Oh,
Connor.
That is that Phasma times?
Yeah, but
No.
those.
Kylo's taking all the locks with him, so that's something, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but
I'm
but
trying to see the silver lining.
he's facing range one into Towson, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See,
and
three, maybe, yeah, three single modded attacks.
yeah, that's a procket right there.
Oh yeah,
But
Kylo wisely deciding to move,
Yeah,
hoping that he will not get proxmined by blue next turn.
he will, maybe? No, I think he's out.
I think he's out.
Otherwise, just kill blue now.
Yeah,
Well, blue has one shield left.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
he has a hard time doing
free
that.
free crits. It's
Couple of
just gonna be
hits
two.
and nothing, so that's
That's half
half
Hit.
points.
that's half on blue.
Mhm.
Boom boom. Now only
Some
leading by 8. Okay, just one crit.
Yep,
Nothing.
evades that.
Evade. Okay, and here comes, as they say, the hammer.
Mhm.
Single modded only. The lock is over on Kylo.
Who
Oh,
needs
that's
more
right.
Turns
mods?
out single mods is fine.
That's all
Oh,
of them.
oh,
Wow.
Phasma at
wow.
1.
Oh my
And
God.
blue? Does blue not have a
Boom,
shot?
boom,
Check.
boom, boom. Torson's
Blue
in
does
the
not have a shot.
room.
Oh,
Oh,
Thompson is doing some work. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Okay, Kylo, it is it used to be a hill you had to climb. Now it's more like a mountain.
Like skyscraper.
Yeah.
Oh,
And let's not forget that there is a chance that Kylo starts next turn by getting hit by a prox mine.
I
Let's
mean, really can't turn in.
let's just look at this. What do you think, stream? Is that prox mine hitting? I think it is.
I'm not sure.
No, I think it's just out.
Yeah,
But
I think
if
so
he
too.
turns in, green can hit him with a prox,
Yeah,
which means Connor really can't gamble on that. He has to go like,
he needs to go fast with Kylo and play the long game.
yeah. I mean, that's fair. Luke can just take this turn to finish off Phasma and then think
Hmm.
about Kylo.
Yeah,
Let's see. They're
Although,
all the same initiative, right?
yep,
uh,
Yeah,
yep,
everything's the same initiative. So
no, on Connor's table, yes.
yeah,
yep,
Luke,
yeah, yeah.
oh yeah,
I think you just run Tafson into Phasma,
Yeah.
and then you try to go really slow with the others, trying to get another block on Phasma.
I mean, Phasma is probably going fast,
Like
right?
like
you might want to go.
this thing can really move fast, like just five straight.
That would be off the table
Oh, here we
probably.
come.
Yeah,
That's one.
there you go. Nice little
Free
placement.
sloop. And
Making room for Tavison, maybe?
yeah, that or using that guy as a speed break. I'm a little
Hmm.
sad we didn't try to see the bomb drop from blue.
Mm.
I'm I'm almost certain it would have hit.
No,
Nah.
But I
I'm
Yeah,
mean,
on Luke's side.
I'm obviously less certain now that
Ooh, turn around.
uh, what did Tafson do?
he bumped.
He bumped. Okay.
So extreme from Kylo probably.
Yeah, if you want if you want it also to have an action.
Hmm. Target lock and extreme.
Yeah, I think you don't really have a choice.
Hmm. Then you're at least behind Hudson, but do you really want to shoot at Hudson here? Oh yeah, I mean,
I mean,
probably killing Phasma either way.
still have 45 minutes left in the game, so I mean, yeah, just spend that
Or
force. Oh
oh
no, lock. Okay. It's probably
oh,
the right call to do it with the lock.
next one.
So Tafson has
3 shields left
3 shields left.
and takes what? He did a target lock. Take out the blue. See if he can. No.
Blue is at free haul.
Get to
Oh
the couple
yeah,
and
not
nothing.
enough.
2 more hits.
Two more, so now
Blue
he's at one.
almost dead. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if yeah,
So I mean, Phasma
there
should
is
normally
there is
die
a way
here.
here. There is a way here for.
Goodbye.
Oh God.
Goodbye, sir. Thanks for
Fine.
coming.
Oh.
Goes out with a hull breach. Okay.
I, I think that bomber has some bad blood from when he was in the academy. And Phasma was giving him a
Yeah,
hard
hard time.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, so what do Kylo need to do here? He has like blue, who is on the border of death. Uh, green, who's fully healthy and who still has both a prox mine and a torpedo.
Mm-hmm.
Same goes for blue, by the way. And then we have Tafson, who
He's
is
gonna.
he's
Luke's
like
gonna.
about a
Yeah.
quarter through, right?
Um, so the only real threat here is the green bomber
Mm-hmm.
because blue Luke can initiative kill, and
Yeah,
Tavison should not get a shot again.
no. So he should like 2 or 3 bank in and start working on green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, blue's stressed as well, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yep.
So you can't do the boost and the fast in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is tough for Connor.
yeah. I mean, and blue needs to weave his way if you don't want to go around these two prox mines. He needs to
Mm-hmm.
weave his way in between the prox mine and the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's okay. He could have done that with a boost and a 3 bank. That would have stuck.
Just doing a 1 hard. Are we going to see a reload here?
Oh, focus.
Well,
Trying
Let's
to stay
see.
alive.
tempting.
Yeah, but he's not going to get shot at.
He
No,
might.
he might, depending on where Kylo is going.
And then again, I mean, he's probably not going to have a chance to drop 2 prox mines. So,
No,
okay, we see him reinforce.
Reinforce.
back. Yeah. Oh,
Okay, also conservative from Kylo.
yeah. I was positive 3 bank. No, or 2 bank.
That is 3 target locks.
That is a lot of action
Yeah,
efficiency in
it
this
is.
list.
Yeah.
The feedback ping just
Yeah.
keeps giving.
Yeah.
Okay, locking Tufson, probably barrel rolling
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Needs to get some shots
No.
off.
Extreme maneuvering.
Okay.
Extreme maneuvers on Kylo is so
Yeah,
good.
so shooting Tafson now and then taking care of blue next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Although shooting Tavison now might get some reloads into green.
Spend the lock. Oh,
2 again.
So that's 1 through.
yeah.
1 more shield off Tafson.
Yeah. And 1 action. He's thinking about it.
I mean, he can just lock Kylo there. Just keep it on.
Yeah, but I don't think. I think Tafson won't do a coordination.
Maybe.
No.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so Tafson is gonna 2 hard left, I think. This
Kylo's going
is.
after blue.
Yeah, he should.
Mm-hmm. But how is he going after blue? Is it if he two
Just
if he
He's
two
just got
banks?
2 bank.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think. I don't think that will be. I don't. Can blue get there to block that?
Um, boost too hard. No, that will hit the prox mine. So boost hard. No, I don't think he can.
He might if he just 2
Two
or 3
hearts
hard
and
and
boost.
then boost.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, 2 had boost. I looked at that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But that might actually just not block him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, Kylo can also just 2 straight
Yeah.
and then
I
barrel
mean,
roll.
with the cover of those prox mines, he can boost and just straight and jet past him. Boost right and then just forward.
Yeah. Let's see what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
So that was this first setup. Yeah.
Yep.
He's like, I'm leaving.
Uh, I think no, that's not far enough.
No, two bank will grab that.
Yeah. Go
Oh,
too hard.
Tafson on the rock. No
Nothing.
Nothing.
consequences.
Oh, this is too forward.
Too
That
forward.
leaves.
Yeah, he's got
Extreme maneuvers.
Does he
to
have?
Towson. He's gonna go to Towson.
You think
Yeah,
so?
he can't fit it the other way. I think.
No.
Oh, he can, but he will hit the mine
Hmm.
next turn.
And he does not want that.
No, the rock's in the way.
I mean, you
The
could.
cloud.
Yeah, maybe you just go to Tafson then.
Hmm.
I mean, it's
Target
clear
lock.
he wanted blue, but
Target lock extreme.
You could barrel left and then extreme to the right.
yeah, he's going after Tafson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fine.
it is fine.
There's no need to, follow the cadets if you're gonna allow Towson to maybe
I
get a
mean,
shot.
if he kills all of Tafson without giving up
Hmm.
half on Kylo, he's ahead.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see, can he finally get a reroll that is useful? Yeah, spent the
Yes.
force.
Oh, and he gets the evade.
He gets just enough to not start taking crits.
Hmm.
But he's now down to a 17-point lead, which means that either if he taps blue, he's ahead.
Yep. Hmm.
If he halves green, he's ahead.
Hmm.
Um, and if he kills Tafson, he's ahead.
Yep.
35 minutes left. Frankly, I think this game is now Kylo's to lose.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he's just got that one half to get, but he's in an awkward position. He's stressed, right?
Kylo?
So
No, he's
yeah,
Kylo
not.
can just Kylo can just two boost the two bank to the right and then
Oh,
extreme
he
if
should be stressed. I don't see a stress token there.
yep, should be a stress token.
That might be a stress token under that Tafson lock. I don't know.
mm,
Should we?
Just write in the chat.
I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah. So he can't turn in because he's stressed, unless he just want to keep the stress. I mean, that's fine if you want parts there.
I mean, he can just freeze trade.
Yeah.
And then boost or extreme or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Go forward.
Yeah, just do a lock and a normal boost
Yeah.
to the left.
But
That
now,
green bomber is now in prime position to
yeah,
threaten Kylo, and even
Yeah.
with backup from blue.
Okay, this time the reinforces in place. Ooh.
oh,
Oh,
just keep,
one.
Yeah, don't.
just keep,
Yeah,
yeah, just keep it.
keep it. Takes one.
Hmm.
Yep.
So, do you switch targets now if you're Luke?
Uh,
I mean, the green one is in a really good spot, and he's full health.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, you can just if you do like if you do like a free straight with Kylo,
Mhm.
then you either boost normal or extreme boost, depending
I mean,
on where
Tarson
Tafson goes.
might just zero stop.
Yeah, but that's why the free forward. Then you just have a range one shot
Mm.
on side of him, right? And I don't think green can get within range one of you because that's the big
Mm.
threat. That's what the bombers need to do. They need to get
Yeah,
range one of Kylo with a lock on him. They have the
yeah,
locks.
but the green one is stressed, so he needs to shed that stress before he does something.
Yeah, which means a straight move for the
Hmm.
bombers.
Three straight.
Yeah, you can barrel roll.
Yeah, barrel target lock. Do it.
He has the lock already.
Hmm.
All right.
That's the advantages of the pings.
Oh, he
Now
boosts.
he boosts and gets stressed
Nice.
again. Ah, I don't like him getting stressed.
No.
And here comes the zero stop. And do we see the
Hmm.
free straight out of Kylo?
Yep.
Oh, yep.
Called it. So is he clear of range one there? I think he is.
He's clear of range one from the
From the
cadet.
green. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this could be a kill shot. Probably not, but
No.
it's going to be a crippling shot.
Oh, so average. Okay,
Very
rerolls
average.
one.
Spend
Yep.
the log, spend the force.
Takes three. So Towson's down to two.
Yeah. So he is in one shot range now.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of
Uh,
all hinges on what he does with the green bomber.
yeah, Green Bomber gets a shot there. Um, Kylo does need to stay above half.
Mm-hmm.
This helps.
Yep.
You don't spend the lock. You do spend the lock. Okay, one. Yeah, because
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Kylo just Kyloing. Uh, but I mean, now you have a lot harder time of getting range one with Kylo because you're now
Mm-hmm.
coming from behind.
Yeah.
Tafson needs to move.
Oh.
I mean, I guess you can.
Can Towson somehow be in the way of Kylo?
I think like a one bank would
Mm-hmm.
be quite annoying for Kylo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, Again, I don't see the stress token on Kylo.
Ah, it was there. I saw it.
Oh, but he didn't stress. He didn't stress himself this turn, right?
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah,
He
that's
turn
just
right.
before.
free
Yeah.
straight it took a lock.
Yeah.
So maybe the best move on Kylo here is the one heart, but
Yeah. I'm thinking that one heart, and he can then possibly extreme maneuvers.
because and that's just because the green spent the lock.
Yeah.
Otherwise, green would be threatening.
No.
I mean,
Because yeah. Well,
green
he.
spent a lock and took a stress to do a shot that did no damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Whereas if he had stayed back, he would have been in a great position this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, this placement for green kind of opens it up for Kylo.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, they only have straight blues, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. 1, 2, 3 blue is the only blue on the dial.
Yeah. All right, so let's assume that we're going to see the fastest straight they have. Yes, there, and the
Mm-hmm.
focus.
Ooh.
So that makes the one heart somewhat unattractive.
No, because he can't extreme maneuvers one heart again.
Yeah, and shoot.
One heart to the left would be perfect for Kylo here.
Yep.
Oh, just turn around, kill blue.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, here we see a coordination.
Ooh. That means
Means you have to do it on
can he
low.
barrel roll green? No, it can't catch green.
But he can
So,
Can you
barrel roll
barrel
blue.
blue?
yep.
I mean, if he does and he lives. Oh, yeah, he is doing it. Yep.
Yep. And now, if Kylo does a fast forward move, if he was anticipating a too hard from Tavison. Nope.
Oh,
Yeah, but
Hit the
now
one.
now he can now the one heart is blocked, but I mean he
yep.
can just PS kill blue.
Yeah, he
He can.
can barrel.
Or he can or he can barrel roll, but I think he's just chancing it. He's saying
Hmm.
there's no way that my four fully modded dice are not gonna kill you.
Yep.
You had one
He only
Yep.
hull.
needs one hit.
But he could also have barrel rolled extreme maneuvers and then had a range one into the side of.
Oh,
Oh,
one hit, 3 eyes.
You just reroll all the ice. No?
no, he doesn't. Wow.
No, no,
He's
Oh,
of course he doesn't. By yeah, now he's
yeah.
guaranteeing the kill.
yeah, yeah.
There you go.
So even if he had rolled a blank, he would have had two eyeballs to turn.
Yep.
It's just a matter of how much of his force he would have to spend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now you can go straight back into. And he's ahead.
He's ahead.
He's ahead by
But
6 points now.
but the green cadet, he's in an okay spot though.
Yeah.
Here.
Isn't he too close to Kylo? Kylo can also always dance around his arc.
Depending on whether Kylo wants to go for Touchdown or the green one.
I think you zero stop taps in here and hope to catch Kylo's one hot right.
Yeah, but Kylo is never going to do that.
No.
No.
Kylo's going for
Oh, yeah.
one left.
Or just one hard to the left.
Yeah, one heart left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but green is at full.
This is like really tough for Connor.
Hmm.
You could also do something like free hot right with Kylo.
That's true, but
If
that
if taps and stops, he's safe.
that's a good move.
Did he just lock himself?
Yeah.
Why did he lock himself?
Oh, he just hasn't dragged it over to Kylo, I think.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah. So
Okay, now Connor has a chance because his green is uh, on the prowl.
I don't think taps and dies this turn,
Yeah.
True.
and
Oh,
Kylo is out of range one.
if he hadn't barrel rolled and locked, he might have been able to boost. No, he didn't have the lock, so no torp shot there.
Yeah.
3. That's enough.
Yeah,
Touching that.
goodbye Tapson. So
Yeah. And I doubt after this turn, the cadet is never going to catch Kylo.
Don't spend it.
no, the win condition is to not give up more points on the
Oh,
cadets and half
And he
Kylo.
does.
he spent it.
I wonder why he thought that it was wise to bring Fastman those two bombers when just bringing Kylo was clearly enough.
Well, Fastman, the two bombers, they were a diversion.
Just
They
the
were like,
diversion.
yeah, it was like, yeah, 117 points of diversion for Kylo to finish the game.
Now, see, when we use the term zombie match, then that's where we at that, right? But no amount of things are gonna change that. There is, I don't see a single scenario in which that bomber wins now.
No. But it didn't start out as a zombie match. That's the thing. Luke knew his win condition.
Yeah,
That's why
it
it was never a zombie match. That's the thing. Connor also knew the win condition, but
yeah. The true win condition was kill Kylo.
yeah.
It always was.
Oh, he
Oh
needs
yeah.
to stay unstressed, and he needs to leverage the system phase boost and do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just keep hounding Kylo into the corner.
You absolutely cannot stress. Um,
So is Kylo gonna run for 22 minutes?
That's just it, right?
I don't think he is.
You cannot give up your flank to Kylo. You need to just keep on dogging him. The fastest mover the bomber has is a white 4 forward. That's probably what's going. There
Yeah.
you go.
It's actually a really good chaser, that bomber.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Now, and
This
if only he had had some more long range ordnance.
look at that.
Look at that. The honorable joust by the Supreme Leader.
Two.
He has a lock, so
Yeah, let's just push some damage.
yep. 3 hits into. Oh, he has a focus.
He's fine.
He's fine.
I mean,
He was
if you can
always
get it,
fine.
if you
And
can
Oh,
get
this,
into a bump fast, he still has a prox mine.
no,
yeah.
you don't use the lock here.
Oh,
No.
No.
oh God, no.
I mean, you gotta keep that lock so that
Yep.
you are constantly threatening
Mhm.
the advanced proton.
Yep. Because
Yeah,
he could have kept the lock and boosted forward, and they have a sloop, right?
they have a sloop.
They do have
Yeah.
a sloop. The question is, where is Kylo going now?
Mm. Oh, he's trying to block the
Yeah,
nice move
you
by
don't want to
Luke.
stay. You don't want to stay there.
No.
Maybe you just extreme maneuver boost.
Yeah. Or even just target lock extreme maneuvers. Just grab the lock, or you can.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah, the
no, he
bomber's
didn't.
not fast enough to get back on his flank, so now he really has to do a turnaround.
Barrel roll.
Sure.
Grabbing the lock and rolling. Two to the cadet.
That's
3
three.
hits. Taking 1. He just lives.
One on the bomber. Where did it go? Here. Just 5 more of those, Kylo, and you got it.
So where is Kylo going?
He's not going straight.
No.
Has anyone counted the rounds? Are we up to 12 yet?
Uh,
I think in this game,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
we're probably close now.
Mhm.
But I mean, yeah, in this game, it would be fine to end at 12 rounds.
Sure.
Going slow. Then oh, boost sloop. Okay,
Oh,
just intentionally said, okay, I'm gonna leave for a little bit. I'm not gonna go into some engagement half-assed when I'm ahead and I have everything to lose and nothing really to win. So while we are watching this play out, before this game, we had 4 undefeated players. So after this game, we're gonna have 2,
You.
which, unless weird things happen, is gonna be Luke, and then either Ollie or
It was Ollie or Leon Chua.
Leon Chua. Yeah,
Hmm.
oh wow. Is that range 1?
That's a range one.
That's a torpedo.
He doesn't have a lock on him.
he
Yeah, he
Oh,
does.
he
does.
does. He does have a lock on him. Wow.
That
He is
If he
is
taking a chance
lives,
that is brave.
1.
to crit direct hit. He lives on 1. There's his shot.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
Holy smokes!
Oh, wow.
I mean, Kylo's not gonna die in one shot, so
Uh,
Famous last words.
yeah. Oh,
Okay, 2 crits,
free
3
crits.
crits.
there's the crits. Oh,
Oh,
God.
Sh-
2. And they crit.
2 crits. What's that?
stunned.
Stun pilot.
But he got Kylo to half.
Yes. Wow.
No, but I mean, he's getting his MOV out here.
Yep. Wow. I
So
did
do
not
you
see that coming.
do you boost and drop the procs, or is Kylo going the other way?
Um,
Let's see. Do you have any options really?
I don't think you have an option for a prox mine here.
I
Not to drop
think,
on directly on him, but if Kylo thinks about going to his right, that procs mine just closes up that gap.
yeah. I don't not like it. Yeah, there. Oh, yeah. And then
He saves it.
I would have dumped the mine because you're not getting another chance at that.
Oh, if Kylo goes too hard.
He's pondering barrel rolling in. Oh, because if he can
Oh,
get
if
a
you get a
block on
block.
Kylo,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh,
uh,
wow.
he has a chance to
Yep.
win the game by dropping that prox mine.
Oh,
That is probably his most, and it's not a very likely chance, but it's a chance.
Ooh.
Kylo, you want
Yeah.
to move. You don't want to be there.
yeah, because he's in a prox mine range the next turn.
No, he doesn't. He's stressed.
Oh,
He
he's
can't
stressed.
boost.
Okay, okay.
So that was kind of his Hail Mary because he stressed himself with the target lock. Um,
Uh,
because now he only can do straights.
Oh,
oh, whoo, shit got real. I
what a
mean,
game.
yeah, but I mean, for Luke to just go for it like that and just
Yeah,
say,
Yep.
yeah, okay, come on, you get one good shot, hit me in the face.
yep.
Just I'll
And
hit your
he
back.
did.
And he did.
So two straight and
Reload.
reload. Reload. Yep.
Yeah. This is the round that Carlo kills him. There you
Yeah.
go.
Here we
Yep.
go. Target lock, barrel roll.
Although if he doesn't finish it, if he
Yeah.
barrel rolls, that's proc range.
Yeah, but he only needs one more.
No,
I
no.
know,
Oh,
but dice.
oh, you're saying if he doesn't finish it,
Yeah.
then the thing
Boost
can
down
boost
and
and
box
drop.
mine. And
Yeah.
that wow.
Kaido is a finisher.
Two hits.
Two,
He
he
he needs one
needs,
more. He needs one more.
yeah, one more to guarantee.
There
And
it is.
there it
There you
is.
go.
There it is.
Oh, good game.
Good game.
Great game.
Marvelous
Yeah.
played. Both
Yep.
players did really well. I really like Connor's.
Yeah, now he's
S-
showing him the bomb drop that he was thinking about. Here you go. Put it there just to, show what he was thinking.
yeah, and Kaido would have be able to turn out of that.
Yeah.
But
Good game.
yeah, what a game.
What a game. Ah.
Absolutely well played by both of
Yep.
them. I really liked Connor's sort of, okay, I have a way back. I have a way back. And
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is the path. And just narrowly taking that. And
Hmm.
I think, I mean, it worked out, but that doesn't mean that it was the right decision to take that range one trade off.
No.
I mean, if he had pushed one more damage, he would have looked like a aggressive hero, and it would have been great.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, oh no. Okay, so
Yep.
we
Great game.
still there's still some time left in the round. We are gonna have a small break,
Hmm.
and then we will be back with round four. And I
Yep. And
expect we will be joined by Stephen Wayland, who
yep.
finished 4-0 in the Oceanic pod last night. And if we get a really dull game, we might hear him talk a little bit about that.
Yep.
So yeah,
And I am out of here, so you will be three.
Yay.
Yay. So thank you for the day. It has been amazing. Really, really fun. Watch
yeah,
this. But you
it
will
has
hold the
been
fort.
nice to have you with us. And Ed, you're my doer now.
Ooh, I have to do stuff?
Yeah. You have to. The first thing you need to do is to go pick a game.
Oh, crap.
We need two players who are 2-1. So on the verb of the cut, but the round needs to finish first. So
Sure.
okay. Anyway, stream. We will be back. Um, and it probably won't be in too long. Let's see the official timetable. We're about 15 minutes delayed. So I can't make anything fit here. Oh, round three, round four, 3:15, 3:30 UK. That's in an hour. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. All right, whatever. We'll be back soon, like in 20 minutes or so, maybe 30. Okay. Have fun,
Okay.
stream.
Thank you guys.
And
Awesome.
thanks for helping out, Gisli.
Ah, no, no problem. It was fun.
Yeah, and before I go, I have to do this. So the Camino Cup sponsor promo codes. You can go to Kako2 on their website and use the code BFSale21 for 30%.
Hmm.
Also works on Etsy, but and that will give you their standard Black Friday sale. After the 29th of November, you can use Camino Cup 2115 for 15% off everything, also on both their Etsy site and the Coco 2 website. I don't know why they have two. Maybe the Etsy site is ships from the US or something. That might be a secret there. I should know when reading sponsor things. The other sponsor is GripMat. And you have the Etso coupon code Camino Cup 21 for 15% off for including everything in the store, including this Camino playmat that you've been seeing us stream on all day. So give them a visit and see you back for round 4. Hello, hello, hello. And we are
Hello there.
back with the final round of the Euro pots for the Camino Cup. With me here is still Ed.
And we got another person.
We got another person. We got the 4-0 top of Swiss and my good friend Stephen Violent.
From yesterday.
Yeah, he went for top of Swiss yesterday. Are you there, Stephen?
I am, Jan. It's great to be on with you.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So we have two veteran players who are quickly setting up here, so we might need to get into the game, and then maybe we will find a dull moment to talk a little bit about your run. Let's see. So this is both players are 2-1, so this is for the cut. Ollie jumped out against some rebel nonsense last turn. You saw what happened to Connor if you were here on this stream. So yeah. So why don't Stephen? What do you want to do? Ollie's list?
Absolutely. Um, so yeah, Ollie's got the imp aces. So Vader with afterburners, Whisper with Fifth Brother and targeting computer, and the Grand Inquisitor and the TIE Advance B1. This is definitely a list that most folks don't want to see, and I'm guessing in Oliver's hands, we'll definitely be seeing a healthy amount of arc dodging of the first order list, and yeah, definitely excited to see how it stacks up against Connor.
Yeah, I mean this looks suspiciously like Oliver's world-winning lists. In the why is there a Dion on my table?
Oh my god. Um,
Oh my God! What happens if you fly into the Dion?
you have to pay for shipping.
Oh well. Okay. So
Yeah. Connor's a repeat on our stream. He still has the same list, of course. That's 3 first order cadets with feedback, ping, advanced proton torpedoes, and proximity mines at initiative 3. And then also at initiative 3, we got Lieutenant Tavison with sensor buoy suites. So with the suites and the bombs, he gets a lot of target lock.
yeah. And for you, the stream, we did really. This was not just a stupid way where we really wanted Ollie on. That's not at all what happened. Actually, there were a total of 3 2-1 games, and all 3 featured players that we have seen on the stream before. So we have Davey, who flew the A wings in round 1. So he has made it here to the cusp of the cut. And Cormac Higgins, with his Republic nonsense list, has made it to the almost to the cut, and then Connor. So we streamed 3 games. The winners of those 3 are all here at the edge of the cut. So it's great. Um, and then it was more like, who do we want to see again, and which of the 3 other lists do we want to see? And I mean, what is this nonsense going on at my table?
They are clearly messing up our stream. But it is beautiful. It seems like they're gonna play, hey, that's my fish, and Boba's gonna oversee.
Okay. So did they throw those out? We want to save that fireball. We need that fireball for Gisli because he loves fireball so much.
Yeah. So they are pretty much set up. They have not pinged the timer yet, so will probably soon. Their dials are almost set.
Huh, and I don't have to do colors because it's Connor again.
Win, win.
Absolutely.
So how you guys fancy Connor's chances here? And
Well, I mean, all it'll take is one mistake on on Ollie's part,
Yeah.
and he can find himself in a very dangerous space.
Yeah, absolutely. So Tosin starts by stopping.
Yeah. And Ollie's kind of dangling fifth brother in front of him, daring him to follow.
It is Fifth Brother's boss, though.
Ah, the Grand Inquisitor. Right, no prockets. It's just the
Yeah,
man.
the man himself. So it is quite a strong list.
Vader's gonna shoot the buoy.
There you go, Bowie. Take that.
Oh, almost had it.
It only has one hull, doesn't it?
That's no 2 hull.
Oh, it has two hull.
Nice.
Vader couldn't shoot a buoy.
Vader's got to be incensed in his
Yeah.
cockpit right now.
He's pissed off.
Yeah.
Almost. Doesn't Connor just go hard into Vader?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he just want to go hard into anything, really. But where is the best path for Tavson? That rock at the center of the board seems a little bit inconvenient.
He can go one bank this turn and still get one forward this turn and still get the bank next turn.
Yeah. I mean, we've also seen before that Connor doesn't really care about going over obstacles,
Yeah, that's
or
true.
his own prox mines for that matter. It's all an opportunity to take an action, right?
Yep. Oh, he's gonna get the block off. That's nice. Kind of bunching them up.
Yeah, so he's delaying the decision with.
Yeah, he's moving red first. There you go. Ollie gives him the mulligan. There you go. Oh, and he's giving Ollie the decloak. These are pros.
What is. Uh, So, I mean, there is the old adage of high-level X-wing looks like low-level X-wing, but
I don't think
normally
that's
not in
what.
this kind of operation, right?
Right.
Okay, so here comes Whisper. Whisper also wants to kill that buoy.
I think he should bring in the Grand Inquisitor to finish it off.
Okay, the Grand Inquisitor makes ready to leave.
Yeah. Sets up for a one hard next turn.
Mhm.
Vader be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you." No.
Or not. He sees him coming, so he wants that extra little bit of range.
No, I think he doesn't want to give up the free target lock on for Towson.
Right.
This is like no chances being taken here.
Yep. 3 against 5. Using the force. And he gets it. So
And he
one buoy
gets it.
down.
Also, we can see Ollie cheating here, not flipping the force token.
He gets it back. But clearly he's cheating.
Obviously,
You don't get to be the world champion
by
without it,
by
right?
playing clean. No, true.
Although it looks like he deleted the cloak token on Whisper. Oh, there it is. All right.
There you go.
It's like,
Okay, so that's buoy 1. So I mean, we're probably gonna see Grand Inquisitor try to take the flank from above.
Yep.
And I guess Connor's gonna let him.
Doesn't Connor just do the bump again to delay his decision to see if Ollie wants feels like he needs to go in the corner.
And I guess you could one forward all the bombers
Yeah.
and just one forward Tafson, and then you probably still can make it both north and south of that center rock.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if Vader might want to use it too hard and then
Yeah.
and then barrel, so he doesn't have to find himself in a corner and gives himself some
Yeah.
more options.
That's the most passive thing to do. See if Connor commits.
So you're saying that Vader's going to be passive even without passive?
Oh, he managed to get passive into his list. That's so Ollie.
Yeah, he just did it by player style.
Yep. So that is crucial for that he got rid of that buoy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I mean,
Uh,
I think Connor was, when we heard them in the player room, he was not particularly happy about this matchup.
No, he
Spoilers.
was not.
But I mean, this is like zero mistakes list
Yeah.
or matchup, right? Oh, he's going fast. There is,
Ooh.
Ollie cannot afford to make a single mistake, because if that mistake means that you get a proxmine dropped on you, or that you get an advanced proton torpedo to the face, then
Yep.
that can lose you the game.
Yep. Vader's 73 points, Whisper's 75 points, and they're both worth more than Bomber and a half. So
Yeah.
so I kind of like Connor's chances. I mean, he's a smart
True.
player. Even though on the outset it kind of looks like Oli should have this, but should be a game for sure.
Yeah. See
Oh,
the Grand Inquisitor making his way onto the flank.
Ooh.
Whisper,
See the barrel?
whisper jousting. Yeah, I think you barrel roll.
Yeah.
I mean, it's two less shots you're taking. That's probably not making a difference, but yeah. But on the other hand, if he barrel rolls left, then he also closes a decloak lane.
That is true.
So now he can. I mean, he's essentially telling people that, okay, I'm gonna decloak forward next turn, which blue can block.
That's also true.
And Vader is like, okay, does this mean they're going for Whisper, or am I in danger?
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna try to get in on the flank, split his forces,
Yeah.
make Connor make decisions. So I think that's the right call.
Oh, he just got both of them. Okay, here we go. Real action, not against mindless probes. It's not a great start, Vader.
That's a little
well,
better.
It is a little better, especially when you roll like that. So that is immediately onto
fuel
number
leak.
number three, a fuel leak.
And he's got so much crit generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not where Green wants to be.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, he might as well have drawn a direct with that, because both Whisper and Vader are going to put crits through every time they hit. So here comes
Yeah.
Whisper. Yeah, playing it offensively.
That's 2 evades over there, so not too bad for Connor.
No, but I mean, Whisper is, so blue is one shield down, and Whisper is essentially immune. Oh, well,
Ooh,
he
that
might not be immune
range.
to that. We saw what Tolson did last turn.
No mods though.
Hit crit.
Needed them.
Yeah, that's one of those.
Yep.
There's a theoretical chance that you end up with Well, in this case,
that
nothing.
focus token.
Do you spend the lock? I don't think you do.
No,
We have into Vader. It's nothing.
that's one.
That's one.
Oh my
Vader
god.
only has 4. Okay, and he's safe.
Got a snuggle.
So Ollie takes one to half and plinks a shield off another.
Yep. No, that's really not too bad. I mean, on the range 3 engagement where this list is kind of built to be in your face and do damage that way.
Yeah. Do you... What does Whisper do next round? I mean, you might even decide to stay cloaked.
Yes, that is an option. I mean,
Oh, blue is stressed. Blue can't block.
that's right.
Okay.
And Tavison can't really go right on his right and still shoot. So that's limiting. You were right about the middle rock. It's kind of in the way.
I mean, I guess the... Is it green? The front one? The front bomber there could sort of boost right and then too hard, and might even be range 1 of Whisper if she decloaks forward and 1 hearts. But she can just roll out
Yeah,
then.
but Whisper probably goes 3 hard. Just to clear out the arc of Tavison if he decides to stay there.
I think what I'm interested to see is where Vader's gonna end up, because he's definitely
Yep, he's in the line of fire of 3. So
Yeah, and he
that's
doesn't
great.
have a lot of good escape options.
No.
because I mean, yeah, if you'd use the systems boost on the bombers, yep,
And he does.
and he does, and then just block that lane.
This means if he gets the block, he gets at least 1 procket, advanced torpedo. Ooh, whoa. Closing off the 2 and 3 hard. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Then again, he's showing him his proximity mine.
Yeah. Oh, and he repaired the fuel leak, which
Yep.
I actually think it's often you see newer players don't really do that. And so he took a lock on Vader. Okay.
Yep.
I mean,
Okay, going fast. I mean, by this, you're going 3 bank with Tavison, right?
assumingly.
Or do you try to get a block on Whisper? Right. Keeping him in the middle.
The 1 straight. So I
Okay,
mean,
so every
if
disengage.
Ollie has dialed in a free bang on Vader,
Yep, he's gonna be out of there.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
fine, and everything's gonna
All
be fine.
disengage. Oh, it's really hard. There you go. Okay.
There goes Whisper.
We got target lock range, right? Yeah, there you go.
That's a range 1 fully modded. Assuming Whisper takes a lock. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes the Grand Inquisitor. Yeah. Focus boost.
Yeah. Every disengage for Vader is bad here. Only like
Unless you do it up the middle.
And that's not really a disengage, really. That's going right at him.
No, over them.
There you go.
There you go. How fast was that?
That is not a good place to be at.
I mean, the best you can do is probably a barrel lock focus.
A barrel doesn't get you out of range, though. Out of range 1.
Uh,
Oof.
okay, so it's just a matter of who do you want to shoot at. Okay, he's gonna
Yeah.
barrel.
Yeah, he's not shooting Tavison with Vader being there.
He might then choose to. Okay, he's not linking it. Oh, he was linking it. Yeah, to
Right?
save some force.
Yep. Gonna need it.
And that blue has
1 shield down.
one shield down. I think he will be happy that. Oh
Into
no!
2
Oh
plank.
no!
Disrespect.
Oh,
Disrespecting the
wow.
Then the
Dark Lord takes
focus.
no damage. Yeah, I think Ollie had set up to wanting to kill that one. Oh,
That's 3. Okay. So I have points on that one. 2 whole left. Or, yeah.
yeah. So in most worlds, it would have died. Ollie forgot to flip a force for Grand Inquisitor. Let's see if it ends
1,
up
2,
better.
3.
Free and Tafson.
Target lock.
Target lock.
And then it's going to be a fully
There's
modded,
another-
fully modded
Yeah.
5 dice shot into Vader.
Yes. Do you jam? Yeah, he's jamming for the second action.
Yeah. This could quite easily be half on Vader.
Not obstructed.
That's a great start. For fu-
5! Oh!
That is a hurt Dark Lord of the Sith.
So that is 2 shields hit crit.
Yeah.
So you can die.
This
Yeah.
could be the for Vader.
I mean, this just shows you should never fly angry. I mean, he was clearly pissed off after the buoy stuff.
Blinded pilot.
Oh, that's fine. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Ollie's still in the lead by 7 points, but
So if we get a systems boost from Blue and he drops his prox mine, that's the end of Vader.
Yeah, Vader's dead. Unless, what does the decloak? No, that happens after.
That's
Yep,
after.
Vader's dead.
yeah, unless Vader. Oh no. Oh yeah, if he drops it straight on him, he is dead.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the death of Vader. Um,
This is okay. Yeah. Although
is Ollie
Tavison
is
will
Ollie
probably
is
not shoot him.
Ollie jinxed? He put the decloak token on Grand Inquisitor. And he forgot to recharge Whisper's Force.
And Vader's force.
I think he might have ridden off Vader.
This. Yeah, I mean, Tavison will probably not be shooting anymore in this game.
No.
All he can do is board control and kind of try to corral Whisper and Grand Inquisitor for the bombers and coordinate.
Yeah, but I mean, if Whisper and the Grand Inquisitor can get like the 2 hurt bombers off the table,
Ooh, yeah.
that's super much a game.
That is, I mean, that's kind of just the win condition for Ollie.
Yeah. Okay. Goodbye, Dark Lord. We barely knew you.
Yeah, that 5 dice gun is really strong.
I think we're
He's done
gonna.
some work.
Yeah, he really has.
Oh, look at that disengage.
No, he decloaked. It was because he had put the decloak next to Grand Inquisitor.
Silly boy.
Silly boy. So up there, probably another 2 or 3 hard out of Whisper. Just keep pounding Tapson. And maybe just a 1 bank out of Grand Inquisitor.
Going for the strain. Takes the strain.
Maybe just go straight with the Inquisitor.
Yeah, that is not bad either. Though a bit speedier. Okay, now we get his force in. Go the 1 bank. Grabbing a lock. Putting 3 dice into Tapson.
Oh, he went the hard. He's going for Tavison.
Yeah.
But that opens Whisper's flank to the bomber.
Yeah, but I mean, you never know where Whisper's flank is.
Sure.
I mean,
But the bomber's
is it
on like free hull.
yeah, is it the 2 straight to the? Is he decloaking left or right next turn? Right, you never know.
Absolutely.
Okay, that is obstructed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just the focus, I think. He has 3 seals, so
Yeah.
I'm spending a focus.
Yep.
To take 2.
Gets 1 action.
You reinforce front. I think. Wouldn't you do that?
What
Yeah.
did he do? Oh, he jammed the target lock of Whisper.
Off Inquisitor, I mean.
Yeah. Or, oh, right. It was Inquisitors.
So what was that? One hull in. He took 2 damage.
They were quick. I don't know.
There's 1 damage card up there. They are pretty
Yeah.
quick. Then we have
Right.
1 shot out here. Range just barely
Range
range
two.
2.
Yep.
Just the 1. Spend 1 of the
That's an
evades.
evade token.
See, Oliver puts the cloak token on the right one this time. Still haven't recharged the force.
Connor has a nice little circle of sharks, but he needs to get them in there.
Yeah, they're a little bit far away, and Ollie is ahead
Yeah.
now. after that half on
Yeah.
on
On
Towson.
tap. Yeah.
And two of these sharks are bleeding profusely.
Yep. And and they don't really have any lanes of getting off the bombs
Yeah. I
in the
think,
next couple of rounds.
where do you go with Inquisitor now?
Oh, fast. Kill the red bomber.
Yeah, that's the one that is not damaged.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay. That's the boost on red.
Yeah, and blue boosted as
And
well.
yep. Got a decloak away from green. Ooh, and green shows Whisper his blank. Red coming in fast.
Yeah. Blue is also gonna hard turn in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like welcome to my box. But it's more Inquisitor that's in the box. And a zero stop out of Tapson.
Ooh, that might be. There you
Ha
go.
ha!
That.
Called it.
Oh, Grand
Good
Inquisitor's
good
dying
call there
on
for
here.
Grand Inquisitor. Just pick up a lock.
Yep.
Maybe?
No.
Maybe you pick up a lock. Maybe you just boost out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No shots coming in at him now.
One hard. There you go. Barrel out if he's even in arc.
I think he is an arc. That is actually closer than I thought.
So maybe.
It definitely looks in from here. I think the
Yeah.
barrel's definitely the way to go. Choosing violence.
Oh my god. If
Is
that
that
is range one.
if that is range one, then Connor is more lucky than he ought to be.
Oh, that is
Because
range 2. And he can actually just finish him off.
not like that.
No.
Not like that
2
either. Oh,
might
maybe.
lose stabilizer. And he's got a rock in front of him. In any case, he can boost. It's fine.
It is fine. So two coming in. Whisper is probably taking a shield here. Don't want to not cloak. And here
I
we
rolled
go.
the
That
signals.
is. Okay, but in the grand scheme of things, then taking 2 damage on a bomber for 1 damage on Whisper is not terrible. One of those damage
No.
being the loose stabilizer. No, but as you say, he can. Yeah.
I mean, do you boost with green and then drop the bomb just to deny only that space?
I think you do.
Absolutely, especially with him on the throes of death.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna. We're talking about boosting left with green, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yep.
So,
You're taking away the forward decloak.
you're actually opening up the forward decloak if you boost. Oh no, not if you.
No.
It is.
Yeah, so
But the forward decloak is closed right now, so Ollie is not planning on it.
yeah, I think the bank boost to the left for green and then drop the proximate, I think is definitely the way to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then probably do a 4 straight, because otherwise Grand Inquisitor is gonna get you.
Yeah. And that is interesting if you're looking at the placement of the blue bomber. That way, he kind of knows where Whisper will be next after activation.
Yeah. I mean, he could do something like
Boost left
boost left for
or
straight.
forward.
Yeah,
Yep.
There it
I don't
is.
hate it. Why does he have a deplete?
Oh,
Grab
he
the
went over the gas cloud 2 rounds ago and hasn't made a blue maneuver since.
But gas clouds give strain.
yeah, grab the wrong token.
Yeah.
But Whisper shot at him. Oh, they're realizing it now.
Okay.
But then he might have taken one more damage.
That is true.
Oh well.
They're big boys. They can figure it out.
I'm sure they can. Okay, so let's
There
just
you go.
see. That means that the last two there has spent one prox mine. Oh, I've noted that already.
Okay.
Incidentally correct.
Blue grabs his target lock.
Yep. And red.
Red grabs the target lock.
Green fixes stabilizers. And Tavison is kind of in the clear over there. So he could coordinate. He is. Now,
Okay.
does Grand Inquisitor have a turnaround dialed in? No.
Yeah. The hard one.
Just focus boost. I mean, blue is almost dead. So this is
He's
one
got a
of
barrel.
no, he's just gonna kill blue. Blue's at 2 hull. He has 2 shots at him.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's
Good
true.
enough focus token.
I mean, this is the game if he fails to kill blue, though.
Yes.
And ideally, you don't want to put the game on any any chance, but
Nope, that'll seal it right there.
yeah, that is 4. And he's taking 3. He only has 2. So goodbye to blue. Should probably have shot with the Inquisitor first, actually.
I think it makes sense to shoot with Whisper first because then it grabs the second evade token. So you get
True.
one for defense and then one to cloak.
That is true. So red not giving. And I mean,
Yeah, red's not doing damage.
did he forget to add the second evade token?
No, he's got
No,
two.
it's out there. Yep, it was out
Oh,
there.
I just couldn't see it. I was behind him. Yeah, so now the numbers game have somewhat changed, right?
Right.
Where are Whisper's decloak paths? Only pretty much to the right.
Yeah. And I wonder if red can block that. Let's see the range. No, he can't. So, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. If Whisper decloaks that way and is going to go forward, a prox mine would catch him.
If he decloaks which way?
If Whisper decloaks right
Yeah.
and the red bomber goes boost forward, drops, and if Whisper is thinking about going after Tavison.
Oh yeah. I thought about that too. Like if he decloaks right and Whisper has dialed in like a 4 straight to
Yeah.
go for Tafson, he's gonna end right on the prox mine. But it's a little bit speculative to put that prox mine there.
Yeah, but Connor has to try something unexpected, right? To try to catch Ole out? Or does he just play the long game and hopes to get a bump off?
Yeah.
There you go.
Boost straight. We got a drop.
Is he? Do it.
Yeah, he's dropping it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so that is red. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. One drop off red. There you go. Showed him where he's going at least. And there's the decloak, and he opts right. Ollie has the good eyes and clears the prox mine on the left.
It is an Ollie special to just read what's going
Yeah.
on. But I do you think? I mean, clearly he can go straight, but is his eyes so good that he has even called that he can go straight, or do we see a bank left from Whisper?
Oh,
Yeah, here we go, out hunting.
really doesn't need that focus.
Oh well, I mean, if you spend one force to.
Oh, that's a
Oh, hit the
bang. So that prox mine drop might have just forced Oli into that.
no consequence from the rock. We won't be shooting this round.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Let's paint.
but he did, but he didn't hit the prox mine
No,
going over
no,
there.
no.
Nope.
Jesus. Oh well.
And though that was the only shot in the round. And Oli has not put the cloak token down.
They're still doing cleanup.
I mean, that makes complete sense not to cloak there.
Yeah, because you can't decloak forwards, and you don't want to decloak down.
Yeah.
Did Tafson take more damage?
Avison is at 3 hull now and has
Yes,
crits.
he
Blinded
did.
pilot.
He has what?
Blinded pilot crit.
That is bad on Tafson.
Yep.
Okay, so we have Whisper at 1 shield down. Then we have Red Bomber at full with both Torps and prox and 1 proxman remaining. And we have Yellow Bomber at 1 hull.
Oh,
Oh,
that is close.
What did I miss? Oh,
Avison
Tafson
maneuver.
not hitting the prox mine. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So this is into a strain Tafson, so he could die there.
Oh my God. Oli is not letting up.
Ollie
He
is just leaning in.
Yeah.
so I think you shoot with Whisper first again here, so you can grab your evade token.
Yeah, you need your decloak.
Oh,
Oh, this could kill him.
this killed him.
It did.
Yeah. That's a misplay on Oli's part, but at this point, isn't it
Matter.
game already?
I mean, Ollie now leads by more than a full Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah. Come on, with that. Nah. He's fine.
It's fine. Now, Whisper should really,
Yep, eclipse him.
Oh, is it there?
It is.
3 rolls. 2.
That's gonna do damage. No,
Mm,
Nope.
no, but it was a misplay. Whisper should have shot first.
yeah.
What is it? Does Whisper need to hit?
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah, it was in 1.0 that she just needed to shoot. Okay, but I mean, I think now is. I don't think Ollie is just gonna run, though he certainly could. But I think he's gonna need a few turns to sort of get back in a good position.
Yeah.
Get Whisper, all tuned up and ready to go.
That shouldn't be a huge problem because we've got all the mines on the map, kind of providing cover.
I would also like to point out that Connor forgot that Red could have taken a lock on Whisper for free when Whisper moved up to that. Though essentially, the lock he's taking now, he could have gotten for free last turn with his feedback ping.
He had a lock on him. He used
No,
it.
no, he just put the red. He just put the red target lock on. Okay, Oliver gave it to him. No, no,
Oh,
they took it away again.
yeah. Oh my. He's not kidding. He's just going all in.
Because we have strained, stressed, actionless Whisper. You should get a stress token as well.
And nothing.
Okay, so no free evade for you to cloak. No, but I mean the front one is at one hull, right?
Ah, yes.
Got his
Doesn't
squiggle.
No,
matter. Okay, this
he
is
rolled too many dice. He rolled too many. He rolled 3 greens.
that's correct.
Uh, can I will just dispatch. Who wants to go?
I don't care. Send me if you like.
Okay, and so we send 8. We don't know when he wants to come back though. Okay. Okay, Ed, you're back.
Shot at red.
What? Oh, he
Only
shot
shot
at red.
Red.
Okay, but that makes no
Okay.
sense to me with yellow on one hull.
Green. Yeah.
Green. Yep.
Green on
He
one
was just
hull.
like he just called it and rolled it, and then okay, oh yeah, and it was just a brain fart.
Okay, so once again we see Connor Holmes, the comeback king. Uh, I don't know if it's gonna be a comeback, but I mean it sure as hell is gonna be a game. So
Yeah.
Whisper took one more.
Yeah. Shields down.
So I mean we're still at a point where he needs to half Whisper and half Grand Inquisitor to come ahead.
Okay. He's going
Yeah,
all
those
in
should be
on the
done.
bumps and just hoping for a chance for the prox mines. Wow.
Yeah, that's a chance for a Proxman. Isn't it? What do you do here? You need to. Yeah,
He can put
Whisper is taking
barrel.
a proxmine. There's not two ways about that.
Oh yeah,
No,
he
but if he
cloaks.
barrel rolled, he would just be into the other one.
That's true.
Oh, so they're both taking proxmines next turn.
Yep. So
That's good.
that's maybe half on Inquisitor and
That's probably, the two
half on
things he
both.
needs. I mean, they're probably not dying, and he could still lose the game, but and everybody gets locks.
And they both have one proxmine left. So that better count for him.
I mean, in the right condition, I mean that could be a dead Grand Inquisitor.
With the
Yeah.
direct. Yeah.
Yep, if he rolls the hit crit into a direct.
Yeah.
And
I-
also
I
could
mean,
be a
they could
dead
both
Inquisitor.
die. I mean, did Ollie became sort of too cavalier here?
That's my feeling. There you go. That's shields down on Grand Inquisitor.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Takes a
That's
crit.
hit crit on Whisper.
Oh my god.
It's a
That's a
direct.
direct hit.
Oh wow.
That's a big swing.
So now we are at the point where Grand Inquisitor needs 2 half bombers. So he needs to kill one and half the other. So either he kills all of red or
Yeah.
he does that. But there's no more bomb nonsense. There's still 27 minutes. I'll still put my money on the Inquisitor here.
True.
Although it doesn't look like he's got. So barrel left focus to shoot into red.
Yeah. Big. And I mean, if he had prox mines left, red, then that would have been the wrong move because then
Yeah.
you could just boot towards the board edge, which would probably be a bad move. But I mean, but there are no prox mine left, so who
So
cares?
we'd just have to boost straight. He would fly over it.
Yeah, probably. Oh, and the Ginky is mad.
Just the one shield.
And Inky is stressed, so no turnaround. That means we get a one hard.
Hard.
Yeah, that's probably also exactly what he wants. I mean, with the prox mines gone on these guys,
Yep.
this is significantly easier for him.
Yeah. Red is going to have to tread water until he can swing green back. He needs 2 guns to finish off Grand Inquisitor.
I think red is gonna need to YOLO and boost straight and then free Talon.
Nah, he just 2 hard or 1 hard. Just to get into the side, that way Inky can't shoot him.
He sort of need to do then bank left too hard. He might not be able to get to that, but he chooses violence. Doesn't even pre-boost. So can
No barrel.
yeah,
Is that out?
barrel focus.
Yeah.
He's probably not out. That's probably
They're
fine.
trading shots though.
That's close.
Ollie would prefer to be range 2 and use Ginky's ability.
Oh.
I think that might still be range 1.
Oh, there is the Torp. Okay, that's
All
much
right.
smarter.
And not shooting.
Yeah, but that's still smarter
Yeah.
than getting a proton torp in your face.
Connor getting. Does
Getting
he?
one.
Oh,
Yeah, just the one evade.
Gets his wiggle.
okay, for now. Yeah.
Those feedback pings. I mean, how much does that upgrade cost?
I don't know.
I'm really getting a lot of value out of it
Yeah.
when you have those prox mines lying around. And they combo well with the sensor buoys as well.
If Connor goes one forward with the red, does he have space for the barrel?
Um,
I don't think so.
yeah, I don't think so either. That's close.
Oh, you mean to
But
the board edge?
yeah. Because
I think
now
you just go there. You take a
only
focus.
one heart and barrel out of arc. Oh, or just boost. It's fine.
Yeah, but actually the one heart. Yeah, the one he didn't do the one heart because that would be the predictable move.
Sure. Yeah.
But if he had done the one heart, that would have been the better move because he could have barreled out and hammered him.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And now
oh
Connor needs to go fast so that Inquisitor's turnaround doesn't get him, right?
yeah, just gather up your bombers up in the corner and see. This is Fortress FO.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah,
No consequence from the cloud.
no, that was consequence. He took a strain at least.
No,
No,
you rolled
he
a
took a
crit.
stress.
Yeah, but he did took a strain. Oh, it was just a
Stress.
stress. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you rolled the crit.
Okay.
But I mean, every time Ollie approaches these, I mean, he really only wants to approach them from the back
Yes.
because those advanced proton torpedoes are just death. But I mean, next turn he should get a good shot on red,
Yep.
like the nice, pretty range-free shot.
Well, red. Oh yeah.
Do you think we might see an aggressive play from Connor? Just have him bank right over the cloud?
Just like free bank right
Yeah.
or
that will
left.
leave him stressed and open up his flank. I think the better move is just go 3 forward or something. And he did.
He did.
No consequences. There you go. A little bit slow there, but green
Yeah,
is coming in.
that's a fine place Ollie's at. I don't know why he has two stress tokens on him, but he should really get rid of them. Okay.
No barrel can get you out of this.
No, but it's fine.
Yeah, unmodded. Oh no, he has the target lock.
Fully modded.
Yeah. Needs it.
Correct
Ooh,
decision. Just one evaded.
it's fine.
Wants to keep that extra force for him.
It's
But I mean, it is time like this where the Grand Inquisitor. This is What is he writing?
Fine.
Fine.
This
It's
is
fine.
fine. It's fine.
It's
It's
fine.
fine. Oh, good thing he kept that force, huh?
Yep. That green is coming in with a vengeance.
Yeah.
He's got his target lock. Grant is only on one force.
I've been negating a chat here. Oh, we have Chris Burnett there. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ollie went over aggressive and after trying to turn a win into a loss. Yeah.
Yep.
That is a good summary there, Stream.
Okay. So a 2 forward would be a win for Oli here, but I think he went left. Yeah, there you go.
He doesn't have bombs, so I don't know.
Yeah, Oli smelled that.
No, but he could have picked up a target lock instead of boosting. But I guess he wants to be able to do 1 heart boost. Well, he can do that even when stressed. Oh. So these 2 Fombers they're probably turning around next turn.
Yeah, sloops all
I
around.
was like, our arc is pointing at you. You cannot be overly aggressive.
One hard.
1 hard.
Yeah, barrel out.
Yeah, barrel out. Try to get enough distance that. Okay, so red is gonna system phase boost 4 straight.
I think red is also stressed. Yeah.
Yep, both stressed.
Yeah.
It's down there.
Okay, so
There you go.
they're not gonna get to range 1 this turn.
Oh, he's keeping the stress on green. He's got the target lock.
Yeah. Oh, 2 hard.
Mm-hmm.
That is a tad aggressive.
Getting at green. No mods on the defense.
Yeah, and he took a focus, so he's gonna spend 1 there.
Oh, no.
No.
And the greens?
Squiggle.
They hold up. Wow.
Wow.
Let's go. Shot back.
Yeah.
Equally disappointing. Does he? Yeah, he kicks a
No,
lot.
but I don't think it's the right decision
Me too.
unless
Oh,
he
no.
feels
Got it.
unless he feels pretty sure that he's
Green's
gonna.
gonna die.
That's a hit crit. That's blanks. Wow.
Pulls it out.
Oh my God, Connor.
No. Oh, Connor. Fighting from the behinds.
Oh, that was amazing.
So Connor will advance to top cut.
What is he
Yep.
writing?
Oh no.
Oh no. So the good news, Ollie, is that you have tomorrow off. And you don't have to play at weird time zone things. But yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, there you go. Correct use of the meme.
Absolutely correct.
Thanks for visiting, Dion.
Yeah, good to see ya.
That was awesome.
I
I
mean,
kind of feel like Ole lost the game
yeah,
and let Connor, catch up.
he absolutely snatched defeat from the
Defeat
jaws
out
of
of the jaws
victory.
of victory. Yep.
Yeah. Wow. And I mean, it wasn't. It was the positioning. I mean, there was some moments like this we could say, "Oh, it's dice." Yeah, but remember that Connor was ahead.
Hi, gentlemen. Would you like to bring the players in for a bit of discussion since we have a bit of time?
Sure. Let
Absolutely.
me just drag them over. Hello and welcome to the live stream.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello.
That was a crazy game.
I blame your dice entirely.
Yeah. So you're saying that your aggressive K turn with Whisper had nothing to do with it at all.
Well, if I'd have remembered so K-Turn Whisper thinking, right, green is on 1 health, I can shoot it with both. And then I was expecting to kill green with Whisper because, 1 health, no focus.
Mhm.
So I shot her, and then I immediately just said, okay, Inky shoots red, thinking, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do because I was gonna kill Whisper, and because tournament game, etc.
I mean, in
And
fairness, I
then
did think
I
I'd made
failed
up
to
for
kill him
it
again.
I did make up for it by telling him he just range 1 APT his own ship and let him take it.
Yeah,
back.
we was just like, oh yeah, there are because the stack of target locks which I was carrying around under all the force tokens was just like, oh yeah, there's green's target lock under there, and I just rolled into range 1. So yeah, we had a fun game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Grand Inquisitor did not pull his weight at the end there. Yeah, I felt like I shot First Order cadets too many times and just didn't. But that was fun. I enjoyed it.
It was
Yeah.
also a very enjoyable game to watch. So thank you both for that.
I take it I'm back on stream tomorrow morning again. This time, hopefully sober.
Oh, and Connor, you truly are the comeback kid.
Well, I lost the last one.
Yeah, but you almost came back there.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer not to be on stream having to chase aces around the board again, if I'm honest. It's such a stressful game.
Yeah, it's stressful, but you had an awesome late game strategy to give you the win, to try and give you the best chances of the win. So
Thanks.
it's enjoyable to watch.
I'm
Oh.
feeling very bad about this, if I'm honest, because he was so far ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That feedback ping though, that's really value for money, huh?
Yeah,
The
I take
feedback
no
thing is fine
credit.
if you just don't get range 1. The problem was it's like, okay, we can trade certain shots. Like trading Vader for blue was the plan, and then Vader just got Towsoned, which was
Yeah.
which was not the plan.
My support ship's been awesome all day.
Yeah, Towson's amazing.
He's
We
been
like
Yeah.
range oneing all over the place. It's been great. I take no credit for this list. This is Tom Reed's brainchild. The feedback ping has been unbelievable against the 2 first matches, which were against Beef. It's just like, oh, turn 2, take 2 APTs in the face.
It is a very fun list.
I
Fantastic.
don't think it's gonna keep going if I keep facing ace lists, but yeah.
Oh, I hear here Ollie's not out of it. He can still make it on 2-2.
He'd better
mean,
make it, or I'm never hearing the end of this.
No, I'm coming for him.
Uh,
I'm now just being stressed and watching results.
Yeah.
You're in though, aren't you? 1, 2, 3,
Uh,
4. You
no,
are.
because there is still
Well,
2 2-2s that are 2 and
still
1's going to jump
two
me.
and 1 games going. So
I'm essentially
Oh
in
yeah, 5, 6, 7.
7th at this point.
So you need to beat one of those two. And Davies OP is appalling. So as long as he doesn't win, you're fine.
Yes, but if he beats Harton, then
Yeah,
we're in trouble.
That's less good.
There's it's going to be interesting. It's going to be close, and also you got to watch out for Mateo as well, because if he wins his game, then he could jump me. It's going to be close. It's going to be fine. Everything's fine. This is fine. I hate proximity mines. What's new?
Yeah, that was definitely the best turn I've played all day.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
got-
it's not that often you get to drop 2 prox mines and just kill Whisper and
I
have
had to put both my
Kincaid.
guys away from his list and drop one onto a cloud. It was a bit of a gamble.
See, I was
When
expecting him to
everything else
sweep behind
fails.
me. I should have just gone forwards and it would have been fine.
Yeah, I that was definitely a haymaker pass on the call of what actually you did do, which was good.
Yeah, I mean, at that turn where UK turned Ollie, I was like telling the stream, like, okay, so Oliver is certainly going to re-engage and kill these bombers, but he's probably going to want to take a few turns away
Well, I was
before he
going to, and then they
re-engages.
were
Then you
then they
just
were all dead. So it was just like, screw it, let's do this.
it's just like
Famous
pushing
last
it.
words.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, that's a bit me, but we'll see what happens.
but you were
I'm
flying according
going.
to the true spirit of X-Wing.
Well, yeah, rolling as many dice as possible and having the most fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Trust me, the next time I fight my dear friend Mr. Pocknell, who I love to death, he will make absolutely sure I get thrashed sideways.
If I play him in the cut,
There will be no K turning Whisper.
No.
okay. I got to be careful next one. But it's fine. I'm just going for the sneak in 16th and nuke whoever comes top of Swiss, right?
Yeah, I think you'd be fine.
Fantastic. Okay, but with that, we end our coverage of the Kamino Cup European
Well,
pods. The
thanks
final will
for
be
stroking the
on.
ego.
Yeah, the final will be on at some point. Let's see. That is 7:30 a.m. UK time.
7:30 a.m. tomorrow. Awesome.
Yes.
That's player meeting or that's
Oh,
That's
top 16.
dials down.
Player meeting is at 7.
7 a.m. Yeah, I'm not drinking tonight. I'm way
Oh,
out this evening, but I'm not going to drive before I actually die.
See, this was my plan. So I get revenge on him by making him wake up at 7 in the morning.
That
Hey,
is
thank you
next
guys.
level thinking.
Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks
have
for
a good
giving
day.
us an awesome
Thank
game.
you, gentlemen.
You're welcome, guys.
No worries.
Okay, and with that, we are going to close down the stream. Let's just do a final little push since I couldn't figure out how to put this in the corner. So, the sponsors for the Kamino Cup, Kako 2, until November 29th, you can just join the Black Friday sale where you get 30% on Etsy and also on the Kako 2 website using the code BFSale21. After the 29th, you can use Kamino Cup 2115 for 15% off everything on both the Etsy and the website. And also sponsoring is GripMat, and until the 18th of December, using the Etsy coupon code Kamino Cup 21, you can get 15% off on everything in the entire store, including this fabulous playmat that you are currently seeing Ollie ride on. And I have no idea what he is riding.
You can't stop me.
No, Heroes of the First Order. Oh, Hero. Yeah, that's the guy. I have absolutely no way of stopping the world champion, right? That is
Oh,
that is
and,
impossible. And sad face up there. Yeah,
Sorry.
there's no two ways around it. But with that, we're gonna end the stream. So thank you all and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, bye, bye,
Take
bye,
care, everybody.
bye, 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 bye,
Bye.
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 Come on, join us in. Bye, bye,
Bye.
bye, bye,
Bye,
bye,
bye, bye,
bye,
bye, bye,
bye,
bye,
Bye.
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 Oh yeah, and it's intended, of course, that we don't do it in tune or anything.
Oh, absolutely. That's the thing.
Keys
Yeah,
open doors.
Goodbye, stream.